Welcome to my living room. Today my living room is all the way home to beautiful Sonoma County, California. Today's show is going to be all about working online. Hey, stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. We're working with Cheryl Dorsey, and Cheryl Dorsey came all the way from Southern California. Hey, we're in Northern California, about an hour north of San Francisco, right in the beautiful heart of the wine country. She has Dylan, who is a very, very nice Morgan that has quite a history. We'll tell you about a little later in the show. But hey, what's up with working online? Well, we're not working on computers online here. We're working on a line, a rope. And we're going to share today the benefits of this rope, this line, the benefits what you see in these cones I have out here, and also the benefits of working with a buddy, a friend, to really help get your horse straight and balanced. And so right now, Cheryl, she has got an extraordinary relationship with this horse here, which we're going to demonstrate today. And here's a key thing that I keep up in front of our horizon here by becoming a really good horseman. Prepare to a position for a transition. And we're going to go ahead and watch Cheryl do some things with this rope here, but really she's doing things with her body language first. Her rope is secondary. And we're going to go ahead through a series of transitions here. I'm going to move on where I'm going to actually be working Cheryl. I'll be holding the rope. Cheryl's going to be riding with no hands to really improve her seat and her balance and her leg and her hand without using her hands. We're going to work on developing an independent seat with her today. That means we're going to ride independent of our hands for balance and really get a relationship going here where we can get our horses straight and balanced. So let's go ahead and watch Cheryl go into a trot here. And we're going to have Dylan go trot around this circle here. And what we have 4 cones out there. And all Cheryl has to do is always target on the next cone ahead of her. And she's got a saddle on her horse, and she's going to try to actually have that stirrup go right over that cone on the outside. So the stirrup on the outside, the stirrup on the right side of her saddle, on the outside of the circle, she's trying to guide that right over a cone. And notice, all Cheryl has to do is walk around her reference point. And it's not uncommon for us to do this 20 minutes a day with our horses from left to right. And so now as your horse is going to get fit, you're going to get fit too. And we're going to go ahead and keep our horses always straight and balanced. The worst thing you're going to do is fly them around fast, looking the wrong way, bent the wrong way. That's where they can get, these are athletes. These horses got to get a good warm-up and a good cool-down. She's going to go to a walk. I'm going to challenge you to see if you can see how she got this walk to go ahead. So let's get a good picture on Cheryl. Go ahead and walk, Cheryl. That was an excellent downwards transition. And she's still in position. She still has her horse going forward. This lady is an excellent horsewoman and really dedicated to the principles of, frankly, refined horsemanship. She's in position. She's got a nice walk. You're going to judge a horseman or a horsewoman, frankly, on their transitions. And boy, she has got some flawless transitions. On communication, where, well, how can you tell it's a good transition or not, Dennis? Well, if you couldn't see what she did, I'm thinking she's doing some pretty good transitions, pretty subtle. So let's go ahead now and ask Cheryl to go back to a trot. Okay, let's go to a trot, Cheryl. She just brought some energy alive. Her horse came up. Now, you're smart. You're watching our show. We got really, really smart people watching our show here. Our system is probably about one of the most intelligent, articulate courses out there for communication to your horse. Hey, that means we're going to communicate to our horses through our body language. She can do the same thing on horseback. We'll demonstrate that on horseback here in a bit, where she's going to be doing the same type of work on horseback, and I'm going to be holding on to the line. And so let's go ahead now, ask Cheryl to go back down to a walk. Really nice transition. This is that horse is happy, that horse is willing. Let's go ahead now. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So it's kind of like wax on, wax off. We're going to get in balance on both sides. Nice, good trot. So she's going to go ahead and change directions. Watch how she changes her directions. Every move is clearly laid out where this horse knows exactly what she's saying to get the next transition. So there again, we started on a shorter rope. There's 4 levels of ground school in my system. You're seeing some 4th level work here on a line, but you know what? She can do this all without a line too, but you know what? It's better to keep your horse on a line, I think, and keep this nice structured, straight lines. You can go ahead and take them offline, do a nice demonstration, a good liberty work, but boy, I suggest you keep them on a line right now to keep your horses straight and balanced and get them warmed up, Get the job done as far as your activities and a really good cool down. So now we're going to go to the right. This has to go to a trot. Watch her change her energy. And then again, she's got those reference points. And then again, it's about, you're saying, well, Dennis, how big is a 20-meter circle? A 20-meter circle is about 66-point-something feet in diameter. So, I'd say, hey, make it about between 66 feet and 70 foot. Get a line, get your 4 cones out there, get a nice area. And frankly, if you can do it, the arena walls is going to be more challenging for you to do it like in a big open pasture to really challenge your horse to stay straight. And you know what? This is a fun exercise riding a horseback. I challenge you to get a horseback and see if you can actually get that stirrup to hit that outside of that cone. It's really going to keep you straight on your circle. Then again, it's a straight line, round circle, the same thing. There's nothing worse. What scares your horses when they fall in, they lose their balance, it scares them, speed comes in, resistance comes in. So it's our job to look at this component today. Rhythm. We'll get relaxation. She's getting a really good rhythm right now to this horse's trot. Let's go ahead and demonstrate her downwards transition here. Watch her change her energy. Got a real nice, but notice how she's keeping that steady rhythm. That rhythm's going to keep a relaxation in our horses. If you don't keep that rhythm, you knock them off the balance, knock them off that straight line. That's why your horses are getting upset, I feel. So let's go back to a trot show. Nice little warm-up here for a horse. Dylan is an exquisite Morgan, very nice horse, a lot of horse here, and we've done a lot to get this horse really nice and quiet. So now we're going to go ahead and do another transition upwards. Let's go to a canter, okay? We'll go to a canter. Good. And then again, she's going to challenge herself while she's cantering on this 21-foot rope to keep that horse on that straight line. And a canter is more difficult, okay? So now we go, we got a nice even canter going there. She's got to really challenge herself. Now look at her body position. She's got to be riding the whole time here to keep that horse straight and balanced.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Join the No Dust Love membership today for only $20. Join Dennis Reis live online in his evening classes one night a week. Watch and learn horse training techniques live on select weekends. Chat and ask questions of Dennis in real time. Miss a class? Not a problem. All classes are recorded. You can watch anytime. Access to a huge online library. Special pricing for Reis Ranch clinics. 25% off Wrangler Western wear. 15% off all horse handling equipment. Private access to a members-only online forum. Get help and advice from Reis Ranch instructors. An educational DVD is mailed to your doorstep every single month, and you have access to our online classroom. Join today for only $20 a month. Call now, 800-732-8220, or log on to reisranch.com. That's reisranch.com. Join the No Dust Club today and receive a Dennis Reis Ultimate Horseman's Flag for free.
Hey horse lovers, you whispered and we heard you. The Dennis Reis Horseman's Flag has been improved again. Some of you said your arms were tired from hauling all that heavy fiberglass. Our new horse flags are lighter weight for easier handling and more flexible for a more refined feel, and have a light polycarbon core with a soft rubber exterior. They're still sturdy enough for a firm reinforcement when necessary, but so much more comfortable to carry. They come in 4 fabulous, fashionable colors: ruby, sapphire, onyx, and emerald. Of course, our flags still have an ergonomic grip and hook for safely untangling rope or cinching a difficult horse. Order yours today. 800-732-8220 or order online at reisranch.com. At Reis Ranch, we have the techniques, tools, and education system for you to bring out the best in your horse. You can succeed. The foundation for success is our Mentor Series Home Study program, an easy-to-follow approach to training and problem solving. Any horse lover can follow it. When you buy the Mentor Series, you also get 1 month of online support in our No Dust Love, that's live online video education program. You'll watch Dennis live and chat with him in real time without leaving home. No time to watch online? We'll send you a monthly training DVD instead. No Dust Love members can search our online learning center for any behavior challenge, then watch as Dennis solves the same challenge gently and effectively with a variety of real horses. Our learning center has volumes of problem-solving information, all you could ever want. Join Universal Horsemanship live online, or we can send you a DVD. The Mentor Series Home Study course is where you start.
Don't miss out. Come and see Dennis Reis live. Call or go online for No Dust Tour free passes for the following locations: August 10th and 11th, Eugene, Oregon; August 17th and 18th, Redmond, Oregon. Get your free passes today. Call 800-732-8220 or go online at reisranch.com.
Welcome back to Dennis Reis Universal Horsemanship.
Let's see how little it takes to get this horse to trot. We'll go back to a trot, Cheryl. Look at that. Watch this now. Go to a walk. You're seeing some flawless downwards transitions. And those downwards transitions, those are the harder ones than the upward ones, frankly. And so check it out. You can get this done now. We have 4 levels of ground school. We have 4 levels of round pen work. We got 4 levels of mounted work and 4 levels of mounted refined work. Hey, if you want to get caught up to speed, all our past TV shows, hey, go to my homepage on our website. You can watch all my past TV shows to bring it to speed on all the work we're doing in these 4 different classes we offer. Whole year of school now going on here in California. Hey, you can fly in and out, leave your horse here for as long as you want. We make it really comfortable for you to have it come out and ride with us now for upwards of 1 day to 7 days to 14 days to 24 days, all the way up to a year if you want. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get Cheryl a horseback. I want to be holding the line now. Now it's going to be my job to let Cheryl enjoy her horse straight, balanced, and get her confidence, her skills, and not have to use her hands like for handlebars. And so I'm going to go ahead and give Cheryl an invitation to go to a trot. She's going to hold on to her reins. And she's going to post here for me. And when we both feel pretty okay about this, we'll go ahead and have her turn loose with those reins. Okay, go ahead and turn loose with them. And she can go ahead for right now, put her hands on her hips. And what she's going to try to do now is keep that rhythm that she's experiencing right here, but it's my job to keep this horse pushed out, straight, keep the energy flowing. And now, let's bring our attention to something that Cheryl's looking at. She's actually looking at her horse's outside ear, and she has an awareness of one side of her body riding the outside of her horse, the other side of her body riding the inside of her horse. Typically, a lot of riders focus too much to the inside of their horse, and they leave the outside half, frankly, not paying attention to it. So there's always a supporting side, the teaching side if we had our reins in our hands. And so Cheryl is riding right now. And then again, if you wanted to tune into a lot of this past stuff I'm talking about in the supporting side, the teaching side, hey, go to my website, the homepage, you see my past TV shows you can watch. But there's a supporting side, a teaching side. The outside is on the outside of those cones. The inside is on the inside of the cones. Now, notice we're trotting, bringing our attention to Cheryl's horse's inside hind foot, the one closest to me. And we're on a circle right now. And believe it or not, the inside of this circle, this horse has to work harder, ladies and gentlemen. The outside's got to bend more to the size of the circle, but the inside has to work harder on this circle. So notice this horse's inside hind leg. When it's reaching forward, look at Cheryl's back. It's in time with that inside hind leg and allowing the inside hind leg to work easier, freer, because she has her weight being taken off the inside hind leg. So she's posting on her correct diagonal going in this direction. And it's a 2-beat gait. So if you watch the inside hind foot when it's going forward, the outside front foot is going forward with it. You'll see those 2 feet in unison, inside hind, outside front. They're going forward together. Well, Cheryl is on her correct diagonal, allowing the inside hind to work. And then again, why? Well, Dennis said so. Let's go ahead and trot. We'll try it. It's because you want to allow the inside hind to work easier. It's the side that's working the hardest. And if you were to ride your horse like in a straight line, just doing a circle or a cowboy on a ranch, you want to, if you trot that line, you want to actually like go 5 minutes on one side of your diagonal, then 5 minutes on the other side to keep your horse balanced and not to fatigue your horse. So a lot of times in the military, those guys would go on 20-mile rides in a straight line. They'd go 5 minutes on one half of the horse, 5 minutes on the other half of the horse. Keep the correct balance in their horse. So diagonals are very, very important. And we don't go to a sitting trot until we actually have perfected our working trot right here. So we're doing a nice little working trot here. Now, let's go ahead and check out Cheryl's downwards transition just by changing her energy. This is going to make sure you get a good view of this here. And I want to change my energy, and so does she. Let's even get a nice walk. Nice walk. Wouldn't that be pleasant to have with your horse there? And then again, we get all this stuff worked out like this. And we're kind of like, we're in my mounted class right now. In mounted class, we don't use our hands for anything but getting, we don't want to use our hands in the mounted class. The mounted refined class is all about getting your horse in perfect position with balanced postures with using your tools to teach it. But right now, we're looking at mounted class and combined with our ground school. So let's go ahead and change directions here. And we'll go off to a trot this way. We'll trot him. Find your line, a straight line. You're either riding your horse in a perfect straight line, and your straight line is for strengthening your horse. When you would not have your horse in a straight line, when you're doing like some lateral work or haunches in or things of that nature, where the feet aren't tracking up straight, you're suppling. So either suppling your horse or strengthening your horse. And we're going to free this horse up, get him looking to the correct way, really drive that energy forward. And let's go ahead and do a downwards transition. Whew. Not that bad. For the handler, too, the handler, boy, they got to keep the forward motion. They got to watch to see if the rider is on the correct diagonal. They got to keep that rhythm. They got to be walking and keeping forward motion. So you can get fit, too, here. Let's go and change the directions here. And now, let's go back to a trot. And she has a correct diagonal. Now, we're going to go to a canter. And let's go ahead and ask her to move to a canter. Good. And she has a left lead. You're saying, what do you mean left lead? Well, look at this horse here now. He's on a left lead cantering. There's 3 beats this canter. There's an outside hind is the first beat. The inside hind and the outside front is a diagonal pair. It's your second beat. And your third beat is the inside front. That's your left lead. Now I can go ahead and start playing with some transitions here in her seat. So for the heck of it here, let's see if she can fly like an airplane here. Can she fly? These are things we have to work on every single day at my schools to help you get your confidence, okay, and get yourself to ride a safe, balanced, healthy horse. And let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and just kind of play them, Cheryl. You can go ahead and put your arms up and do what you want. Really get a nice feel here. And I'm going to keep a straight line. I'm going to really pay attention here. Look at that. He's just got a nice, steady rhythm going here. These are all things you can do in your own backyard when you start doing your ground school. But if you're already seeing some good ground school here at a higher level, that's going to help your riding. And we're going to go ahead and try this for the heck of it. Every cone, we're going to ask for a transition. So this cone here, canter, and trot, and then canter, that cone there, and canter. Good. Then ask for a trot. Wow. Ask for a canter. Good. Ask for a trot. Ask for a canter. Ask for a trot. Ask for a walk. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Let me go ahead and turn Cheryl loose here, and I'll take the rope off, and she can go ahead and play with her horse here and do all this now on her own. And then again, this afternoon, we have her back out here again, and we'd be working on more precision, okay? So now she's going to go ahead and cool her horse out. So she had a really good exercise this morning. Her horse got the benefit of getting warmed up. Nice balanced transitions. She got a chance to work on her balance, her seat, her leg. Horse is going to go through a good 20-minute, half-hour cool down. These are the things you're going to look at when you're working with athletes. They want to have excellent footing, good saddle fit, hey, good nutrition, and then again, really, really precise instruction to produce a happy, willing, safe horse. Once again, we got schools here year-round, right in the middle of beautiful Sonoma County. They're an hour north of San Francisco. You can fly in anytime to check us out. Bring your horse out and ride from 1 day to a year. Deborah and I were touring a couple times a month, but we're spending more time here in California working on our graduate program. We got some of the best riders in the country riding us right now. So it's just been a pleasure and a privilege being in your living room. Sincerely, if you don't see in the future, we'll see you in the pasture. Hey, God bless you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Introducing Dr. Stephen Alday, the creator of Lubricin.
Dr. Alday, how can I tell my horse is in good weight? I mean, too fat, too skinny?
Well, typically what I like to do, and it's pretty much a standard now, is we utilize a condition score for our horses. The condition score takes into consideration the age of the horse, the use of the horse, the amount of top-line muscling and conditioning that they have, and then the amount of cover is the last thing, because the last places that a horse puts on reserve or weight is typically over the rib cage, over the lower back here in the loin area, and over the tail head set on each side, okay? Now, using a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being obese and 1 being, extremely emaciated, typically what we would say is, we look at this horse. This is an 11-year-old, and is used primarily for pleasure and not really endurance riding, things of this nature. He has a decent top line, so his muscle is, he's been utilized and he's fit and fairly, firm. You try to get a feel for the amount of muscle tone he has. Over his ribs, we cannot see his ribs, but we can palpate them readily, so we can tell. So that means he has some reserve. Over his back, we tend to want to see basically where that's kind of flat right through here in this lower area, meaning that he's not, convex, meaning that, you couldn't roll an egg down his back and stay in the middle. It's fairly flat. And he's fairly flat on each side of his tail head. So this horse would fall into the category of being right at about a 5 to a 5+ condition score, okay? Meaning that he's got decent reserve for the activity level he has, and you could probably not, feel uncomfortable giving this horse some pressure or riding him condition-wise. Now, this horse, on the other hand, is a 20-year-old. This horse basically has a decent top line. However, we can't see the ribs, and then we have difficulty palpating them. We are fairly real flat back here. In fact, almost a little convex, and there's a tremendous amount of reserve on each side of the tail head, meaning this horse would probably fall in the category of a 6+ to a 7. So this horse is a little overweight, whereas this horse is probably ideal condition-wise.
Call today to order Lubricin at wholesale prices. Limited time offer, so call 800-732-8220 or order online at reisranch.com.
Join the No Dust Love membership today for only $20. Join Dennis Reis live online in his evening classes 1 night a week. Watch and learn horse training techniques live on select weekends. Chat and ask questions of Dennis in real time. Miss a class? Not a problem. All classes are recorded. You can watch anytime. Access to a huge online library. Special pricing for Reis Ranch clinics. 25% off Wrangler Western wear. 15% off all horse handling equipment. Private access to a members-only online forum. Get help and advice from Reis Ranch instructors. An educational DVD is mailed to your doorstep every single month, and you have access to our online classroom. Join today for only $20 a month. Call now, 800-732-8220, or log on to reisranch.com. That's reisranch.com. Join the No Dust Club today and receive a Dennis Reis Ultimate Horseman's Flag for free. Don't miss out. Come and see Dennis Reis live. Call or go online for No Dust Tour free passes for the following locations: August 10th and 11th, Eugene, Oregon. August 17th and 18th, Redmond, Oregon. Get your free passes today. Call 800-732-8220 or go online at reisranch.com.
Hi, this is Deborah Reis, and we feed all of our horses Elk Grove Milling Stable Mix feed. What makes Stable Mix the right choice? There is no corn or molasses, and it is a complete feed that's weed certified free. It includes all the necessary daily vitamins and minerals and has bran for the coat and biotin for the hoof. For more information, go to elkgrovemilling.com.